Speaking of commissions, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I do want to kind of speak to that because there are different types of real estate. I used to get into flipping cribs back in the day in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of actually being a real estate agent, that's like a lane that I'm not too familiar with in
Okay.
terms of like the bust downs, in terms of like the just the
The
bust downs
pay.
on the payout. So, can you kind of explain to me how that like what's the range of the percentages
Right.
that because you ain't got to get all deep into
I
your
get what you're
pockets, but
saying. Yeah.
just kind of what I'm saying, like
Right.
just kind of give us a general idea of what you could possibly make per sale on average.
Okay. So, um, let's just say, and do you mind if I use my calculator too to kind of like give you an example?
Sure. I mean,
And
you got it on deck.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kept it,
So
kept it on
let's
deck.
just
Oh, you
say,
got the phone up.
yeah. Um, the commission can range anywhere between, it could be 2%, 2.5%, 3%. So let's just say we talking about a $400,000 house.
So hold on. So just so we're clear, on average, we're
Uh-huh.
gonna say about 2.5 to 3%.
Let's just do three.
Okay, let's just do
Okay.
three. Let's do three.
So on a $400,000 house, and you multiply that by 3%, you getting 12,000.
Okay,
Now that's not including you have to cut your broker, obviously a cut,
sure.
which um your cut to your broker could be 25%, 10%, 20%. It just depends on your brokerage.
Okay, so does it? So it depends on where you're working.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so does it? And we briefly spoke about that before we started
Mm-hmm.
this. Is that determined based on the size of the real estate like office you're working in? Because I would think that if I'm working somewhere like Keller Williams, or if I'm
Mm-hmm.
working somewhere like these bigger, more notable firms, they would naturally just not give as big of a cut just
Oh
because they
yeah.
may feel like that they're selling it based off their name as
Right.
opposed to you as the real estate agent. So like is that the different like is that the difference maker?
No, because like okay, so when I was working for, I started off with Berkshire,
Okay.
so I was with a bigger brokerage.
Berkshire Hathaway.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Very familiar with them. Owned
Yep.
by Warren Buffett. They
Exactly.
own a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I started off with them, and when I was with them, I believe I was at 25%.
In terms of what you had to kick back to them.
Right. So I
Okay.
had to give them that. Now, when I got to my smaller brokerage, I was at the same cut.
Okay.
It was the same thing. So it's really based off your production. It don't really matter about which brokers you're at.
Okay. So explain to me why somebody would. So why wouldn't every? So explain to me why you're
Why
not
I'm
still
not
there.
with
Yeah.